Welcome to Code Effectively. Today's video is a special video. In this, I will discuss how you can find the maximum element in an array, or you can say, or how to find the minimum element in an array using recursion. Okay, we have done this program using for loop and using while loop, but you should know how to do this same program using recursion. Okay, so this is a very easy program. I have written this line of code and this is my recursive function in which I will help you to find out the maximum element in an array. Okay, first we will look for the maximum. If you know how to find the maximum, then you just have to change this mat.max class, and then if you write mat.min, then you will be able to find the minimum element in the array. The entire you must know is the processing, how this entire get works. Okay, so this is more important. Rather than learning how to write the code, you should know what the code is working in which manner. So I have input an array. Let's say my array could be anything. Okay, so your array you can give anything. I'm giving only 5 array, only 5 length, so that we can write the code and we can know the program. So let's say this is my array. Okay, and in this array I have 1 2 3 4 5 elements. Okay, these are my 5 elements, and let's name them. Let it be 5, and then let's say 51, then make it 51, and then 13, and let's say now the last one could go 9. So now we know, let's make this 131. Okay, this will be my largest element now. Let us give me the numbering, and that would be the length 0 1 2 3 4, and we know the length of the array will be now 5. So let's start. Okay, this is my array. Let's say this is my array A. Okay, and we want to find from which value the largest number begins. Let's say from initially we want that from 0. Okay, we pass the array and the starting index should be 0. Now the entire program starts. Okay, when this array is being passed, it will check. First, initially the value of I is 0. Okay, now it will check 0. 0 is greater than A, that A dot length minus 1. What is the length of A? Let me first A dot length. A dot length will return us 5, because we know the array indexing goes from 0 but the length is 5. So 5 minus 1, what is the 5 minus 1 it will give? It will give me 4. So it will check I is greater than equals to I is greater than equals to 4. Let's see, 0 is greater than equals to 4. Condition false. So this is my base condition, and this base condition is not working right now. Okay, this base condition is not working right now. So else return mat.max. What it will do, it will first call mat.max, and what it will do, mat.max A at I. What is the value of A at I? 0. So what is the value of 0 at 0? It's 5. Then again it will call a recursive call. You can see max.ele, and a function name is also max.ele. It will make a recursive call to max.ele, and let me write it max.ele, and it will return the entire array. And with the indexing, now we want to find from 1. Now I value will be 1. It will go and check the maximum number from 1. So it will pass the array till 1. Okay, so again our function will be called, and I value is now 1. It will check I is greater than equals to 4. No, condition is false. So again it will come inside the loop, and it will give the call mat.max, and at this time it will check A at I. What is the value of A at I? 15. 15, and max we have to pass the entire array with the value of I plus 1. Now I value will be 2. So it will check from 2. It will say go, you check from the 2th position, which is the largest element here. So it will go again, and then again the loop will be called. So now let me take the screen a little bit up. So again it will take and mat.max, it will again call mat.max, and then the entire again array will be called. So now the value at again it will check if I is greater than equals to 4, condition false. Again it will come inside the loop mat.max A at I. What is the value of A at I? A at 2 is 51. It will check 51 and dot max A at what? A at I plus 1. So now it will go at A at I plus 1, that is 3. Okay, this loop will continue, and again for the 3 also we will check. I will write this 3th loop here so that you get the entire screen. So now it will check at mat.max, and then it will A at 3. So now I value is 3. Again it will come inside loop, which will check 3 is less than equals to 4. Condition false. So A at 3, that is 131, and then we will get the 131 again, and then A at I plus 1. What is the value of I plus 1? At I plus 1, the value is I plus 1, the value is 4. So it will pass 4 now. It will go and ask till 4. Again it will come and it will check now. Again I is less than equals to length minus 1. What is the value of I? 4. 4 is equals to 4. 4 is less than equals to 4. Now the condition gets true. Now we got the base condition. Okay, now we will come and halt here. Okay, now this entire loop will process first. Now entire loop will process. It will check mat.x, that it will check who is the maximum element between 31, 131 and A at 4. This is the position at A at 4. It will check 31 is greater than equals to 9 or not. Okay, so we got that 31. This will return that the maximum element is what? Now it will check between 31 and this. From this, now this recursive call will return 31 and then what? It will return 31 and 9. Okay, between the maximum element we got 31 and 9. We know that 131. This is not 31. This is 131. We got 131 return, and this will return at this point. This function will be returning the value that is 131. So it will return 131 to it, and we will now check the max between 51 and 131. So what we will give? We will give the maximum element. This maximum element 131. So this function will return 131. After this function will return 131, it will check between 131 and 50 and 15. So what maximum value we will get between these two? We will return 131. So now we will return 131, this value. Okay. Now it will check between 5 and 131, and between 5 and 131 we will return 131. Now we will return 131. So this is our output 131. So it is what exactly was this my array was doing. You can see from the picture or from the dry run that when my array was not just giving a recursive call, it was just checking from the array behind the elements. Let's say this was my array. So when we were checking, so I didn't compare this array to the adjacent element. I asked this position to go and check which is the largest element from your after the elements behind you, and return me the largest element. Let's say this is position 0, 1, 2 and 3 and 4. So array at 1 asked the array at 2 to go and get me all the elements that are largest than A at I. So like let's say A at I was at A at 1. So A at I asked go and give me the maximum element that lies after A at 1. So it gave the call to A at 2. A at 2 said to the other elements behind it, go and get me the maximum element. Similarly, A at 3 asked A at 4, give me the maximum element. A at 4 said, hey, I don't have any maximum element, mind myself the maximum element. So A at 4 returned A at 3. Now A at 3 checked with itself that whether I am greater than A at 4 or not. If it was greater, it returned itself. Now A at 2 checked whatever the element was returned by A at 3, that whether I am greater than or not. And it checked if it was greater, it returned itself or the number if that was greater. So from A at 2 we got all the numbers that are, which we got one number that is greater than A at 1, that after A at 1. So now A at 1 checked with itself with the number returned by the A at 2 whether I am greater than them or not. If A at 1 was greater, we returned A at 1, else we returned A at whatever we got the number. So what exactly was happening was, like in this array we asked the other elements to go and first find me the number, then I will compare it with myself. In this way, let's say 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So first when we were at A at 1, we asked to search in this entire list the maximum element and then return to A at 0. What A at 1 did, A at 1 asked to all the other elements in this array, you first find the biggest number and then return to me, I will give it to A at 0. What A at 2 did, A at 2 asked A at 3 and A at 4, you return me the maximum element and I will give it to A at 0, A at 2, and A at 2 would give it to A at 1. And what A at 3 did, A at 3 asked A at 4. And then this is how they keep on returning the values, and these values were returned, and similarly we got the maximum element. Okay, so in this way, when we were at the last position, okay, we were at this position when 4 was greater than equals to 4. So we don't have any element to compare with itself. So we returned A at I. When we return A at I to this number, so it checked 131 is greater than equals to, we have to find the max function. Max function return the maximum element 131 and 9. And that's why it returned 131. Then 131 came back and it returned to 51. 51 said, okay, let me check with myself. 51 checked with 131. So 51 said, oh, I am smaller. So it returned 131. So here we got 131. Then 131 was compared with A at 115 and was greater than 131. Condition got false. And when the condition got false, then we returned 131 again to 0. Then 0 said, okay, now you got the maximum element from the array, let me compare it with myself. And it compared it itself and it said, oh, I'm also smaller. So we got the number that is 131. Okay, so this is how the code was working. And for the perfect view, let me make it run in the Eclipse IDE. This was my array, this was my recursive call that I was making. You can see I have made this function static and I made this recursive function. I passed the array that was 21, 43, 1, 6, 54 and 2, and you know 54 will be the largest element. Let's call it, and when I call this, and you can see, let's see, and we got the 54. This is my output 54. So if you want, this program is more specific because you can tell if I want to get the maximum number from after a at 3, so we can pass the value not 0, rather we can pass it 3 also. This was the entire program about how to find the maximum element in an array. In the similar way, you can find the minimum element. Thank you for watching.